divine. That's right, badass us. Yeah, who are we? We are gentlemen. Our brothers, accomplished and determined. Yet, as society see us, we must still change the narrative. Yeah, that's right. Who are we? The black community. Remember us? We are accomplished. We are determined. We are divine. We are of greatness. That's right, the black community. Badass us. Who are we? That's right. Who am I? I am the person committed to building the next community movement. What about you?
Back to cooking with Chef Jay Greene. I got my beautiful assistant Karen here. How you doing today?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm great.
We gotta show off our mismatch.
I'm great tonight. Tonight is gonna be a special night because you know what it is, right?
What's the night?
It's Thanksgiving time.
Yes, yes. And I like the fact that you said we're gonna learn some healthy Thanksgiving sides.
Just
You know, outside of the tradition. So I'm ready for it. The Brussels sprouts, love. Butternut squash, love.
and like I always say, because I love the traditional things. I like kale. I like spinach or collard greens. I love my candy yams.
No, my candy yams. They call them the diabetes candy yams. So, you got to work out real good before you come and eat my candy yams. Trust me. I'm from the South, so.
I can understand.
If they ain't sweet.
Yeah, I make mine similar to that. But I mean, you can, me writing for the magazine, the health and wellness section, I gotta give people, that healthy side that you can add to Thanksgiving dinner. You don't have to make a lot of it, but you can be just a healthy alternative.
Yes.
I got seniors that's gonna be in my Thanksgiving dinner, so I just want to make it admirable.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm actually making a salad for my Thanksgiving meal.
Yes.
When I put the menu out, my family was like, "What is this salad there?" I said, "Hey, it's always good to try something different."
Yes, yes.
And
I
then
love it.
And my brother happened to mention, like, well, he does write for the health and wellness section, so we got to accept that.
Yes, yes. I love it too because we just came out with our November, December issue for the magazine. This is our last one for the end of the year, rather. That's what I was trying to say. And you did a good job. We want to talk about feeding the seniors, healthy values for the seniors. And I thought that was a great article. What a way to end the year. So our November, December issue is just like full of fabulous tips for the holidays. And you all talked about the seniors, the caregivers, It's a really good magazine. Yeah.
It's the inspiration for the meal tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
So with tonight, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make some butternut squash. We're gonna use our traditional things. We're gonna use cinnamon and sugar. We're gonna use some pure vanilla extract in it. And we're gonna use some ground nutmeg. And we're gonna cook it in a little bit of butter.
Okay.
But first thing that we need to do is we need to address my Brussels sprouts.
Okay.
Okay? I like to cut my Brussels sprouts in half.
Okay.
And I also add a little thing to mine where I soak mine in a little bit of salt solution water. You might ask me why I do that.
Well, I was going to ask.
Okay.
So, why do you soak your Brussels sprouts?
Being as though I'm a chef and we have our own personal twerks and how we do things, is something that I like to do with my Brussels sprouts. But Brussels sprouts also have a bitterness to them. This can help with that bitterness. And then when you soak them in water and you roast them, the caramelization just turns out to be beautiful, what you have. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut these in half and get them soaked in some water.
Yes.
So we are gonna be cutting a few things today, Karen. Okay?
Yes. And my cutting skills is getting better. I know y'all noticed that, right? I don't take 10 minutes on one piece no more.
So we're gonna take the Brussels sprout. We like, it's a nice little small head of lettuce or cabbage, whatever you wanna call it. And we just gonna slice it right down the middle, all right?
Yeah.
Just like that, all right? First, I need to add a little bit of salt solution to my water that I'm gonna put them in. And that's kosher sea salt that I'm gonna use. And we're gonna cut these in half. Right down the middle.
Yes.
Remember, we got a sharp knife.
Yes.
That's all it's gonna work. So I'm gonna do a few, and guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have you do a few too.
Yes. So how long you let them soak?
Traditionally, you should let them soak for between 10 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
We're going to let them soak for a few minutes while we address the butternut squash. Okay?
Okay.
It's a way that you can kill time in between cooking stuff. You
Yes.
come over here and do that for me. Okay?
All righty. Yes. Yes.
Over here, get this pot straight. And remember, when you're cutting it, don't be scared of the knife.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm
Right down
not
the middle.
scared no more.
But I told you, a sharp knife, you never get cut.
Yes.
You cut yourself when you're using a dull knife.
Oh, yes.
And I sharpen my knives pretty well.
So how often should you sharpen your knife? Let me ask that question.
Well, if you do a lot of cutting, you will know.
Okay.
Because your
okay.
knife is started, it won't cut as perfect. So if your knife is starting to not cut your food perfect, it's time to sharpen it.
Okay. And why is this considered to be in the cabbage family? They call them baby cabbage. I guess they really are.
It's the same. I mean, it's the same consistency as cabbage, as lettuce, and retains a lot of water. But highly flavorful though. Highly flavorful. Like I said, they can be bitter, but a little bit of salt can always kill that.
So that's why you're soaking it in the salt.
Yeah, soaking it in the water and the salt, killing two birds with one stone. The water to help it roast a certain kind of way, and the salt for the bitterness.
Get down in there. Got one more to go. You see how fast I'm getting better with my cutting. Hanging out with the chef.
And we push those down like that.
Yeah.
And get those in. Okay?
Yeah.
We're gonna let these chill over here for a little bit. And we're gonna come over to our butternut squash that's already cut for us. It's already pre-cut in the grocery stores now. So
Okay.
there's no need to go through all that hassle when it comes to it.
Okay.
What I like to do is I like to saute mine on the stove a little bit. Get a caramelization, with the sugar and the butter on it. Then put it in the roasting pan, throw it in the roaster.
Okay.
What you think about that?
I love it.
I love it. Okay.
And that way we don't cook out the
Glycopene.
yeah. That word.
You gonna learn that word one day, Karen.
Yeah, I'm
It's-
almost there. At least I know how to make sure I'm on cue to let you hit it though. All right. And this out unsalted butter.
It's kind of funny. I was going to stop at the store on my way in just to get some more butter, but then I was like, well, I got extra butter that I already have because I buy my butter and I have it frozen until it's time for Thanksgiving. So I said I can take one stick out and use it for my Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So I use a lot of butter on my Thanksgiving. And get this nice in here. All right. And we're gonna dump these in here, just like so. All right. We don't want the heat too hot. Burn it up. We're gonna take us a little spatula and wish them around a little bit. So they're gonna be hard. It's gonna take a little time for them to get tender. But with that butter, the cinnamon and sugar, which I love the most.
Oh, cinnamon sugar. Not just regular cinnamon.
We're gonna put a little bit of nutmeg in it. And a little pure vanilla extract. If you notice, these are three of the ingredients I might use in my yams as well.
Oh yeah. And that is the truth. Most people always use cinnamon and ground nutmeg. And this is what?
Pure vanilla extract.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful flavor.
And that helps with the flavor.
Gonna get these around. Oh my goodness. You smell that, Karen?
Yes.
Smells almost just like yams, don't it?
It smells like yams.
It looks like it. And see, when these roast, these gonna roast and it's gonna be it's still gonna have a tenderness to it. I mean, it's gonna be tender, but it's still gonna have a crunchiness to it. The lycopene, like I like. Most people want theirs to be soft, like candy yams. But I don't want it to be candy yams.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I want it to remain healthy.
Yes.
All right. So you come on over, you cook a little bit of this for me.
Oh yeah. This smells so good already. You
That
know.
butter and that cinnamon and sugar, it does amazing things.
Yes.
So when you sauteing them in the pan, I want to
Yes.
teach you a method. Flip, turn, pull back.
Okay.
So flip, turn, pull back.
Oh.
Flip, turn, pull back. That way you'll be able to get each piece
Flip,
and cook it.
turn, pull back. Oh. All right. Ha ha.
Flip,
Okay.
turn, pull back. Flip, turn, pull back. There you go. And you see how you got the caramelization on the butternut squash?
Yes.
That's gonna make a wonderful flavor. Okay.
Turn, pull back. All right.
You like that method, don't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna be at home. It's gonna be in my head now. Flip, turn, pull back.
How many steps does that method have?
3.
Exactly.
Your favorite number. The magic number is 3.
Yeah, we're gonna spray this pan because we know we got a little bit of, we gotta deal with that sugar. Sugar gonna make things sticky.
This is smelling good already. Flip, turn, pull back.
Do you feel any tenderness with the with them, or they still hard?
They still just a little hard.
All right, okay.
Yeah, but
Okay. We're gonna get these in the roasting pan.
okay.
But if you can see, oh my God, look at that smell.
Yes.
Smell like French toast too. All right, we don't want to burn it up, so we're gonna get these in the pan. Spread it out.
Yes. Yes.
Spread it out. And what we're gonna do is, I like to add a little extra.
Yes.
Cause
A little bit. Everything before you put it in.
yeah, just a little bit of cinnamon and sugar.
Oh, just only one. Okay, not
A
all
little bit
3.
of sugar. Just a little bit of
Okay.
cinnamon and sugar. You don't need too much more nutmeg.
Yeah,
You know,
oh,
nutmeg
yeah.
is a real strong.
Flavor.
We're gonna get this on. Now they can take up to. Sometimes they can take up to 30 minutes to cook. Where we're gonna roast them right now, but remember we do have a convection right there, so we
Yes.
got a fan, so we can cut them numbers down to maybe 22 minutes.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
All right. So we got it on for 25 minutes right now. We're gonna let that do, and we're gonna let those Brussels sprouts soak for a couple more minutes. And what we're gonna do is we can take a quick break while we clean up a little bit, so we can
Okay.
get situated for our Brussels sprouts. All right.
Brussels sprouts. Yes.
What you think about that?
I think that's just fine.
All right. So we'll be right back. We'll come right back with these Brussels sprouts and check on these. They smell delicious.
Already. Yes.
We'll be right back. with
Butternut
that.
squash.
We'll be right back.
It is key that you mind your mental health.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing this week? Hi.
Use the 5 keys to mental
Well, this week
movement.
has been a really monumental week for me. I realized that I was not being myself.
Reaching out.
Be positive attitude person self, like you guys know me to be. I was
Staying
listening to
upbeat.
teaching and get back to that happy, cheery self you guys of me.
This week's been kind of
Being
stressful
creative.
with all of the workload that we have on online learning. So I've been trying to use different platforms and different websites to help ease my mind and ease my stress.
And what about you, Margaret?
Well, you guys know me. I just love to work with others and serve them.
Serving others.
Is that when I serve others, my mind is off of myself.
That's right, and don't forget self-care is key.
Self-care.
All right, so see you guys next week.
Right.
Bye.
Your mind matters.
Residential Services Manager for Prestige Community Resources.
What our new facilities are respite centers. We're opening 2 in the city right now. Hopefully we'll expand to more. But respite centers are a place where people can come and get a little additional support with their mental health. Our one on Eastern Avenue is for men, and our one on Minnesota Avenue is for women. Our facilities are for all DC residents, especially focusing in on those in Wards 7 and 8. So they're really nice, and I'm excited for consumers to actually see them. What are the services that we're gonna provide? Therapy, case management, medication management, all provided by professional staff, a licensed nurse practitioner, psychiatrists, sociologists, social workers, and then our paraprofessionals, our case managers. It's just a place where you can come and get the supports that you need to work on your personal goals, as well as to get your mental health straight. Simple, single adult, 18 years of age or older, a DC resident. You need to have insurance, but if you don't have it, it's okay. Still come, we'll work on getting you insurance. Have to have a negative COVID test, a negative TB test, and be willing to work on your mental health. For more information about respite services, you can contact us at 202-796-5000 or hit us up on our website at www.prestigecommunityresources.org.
To the Cooking with Chef J. Greene. I do apologize. Karen had me, she was dancing on break and just had me all, I don't know why she did that.
Yes, it's just having fun. You know, you got to be here on the commercial breaks. We be cutting up.
So before we get to these Brussels sprouts, you know, something just dawned on me. It is Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Right? I had a very, very close friend of mine had a real wonderful conversation with her. And she told me, because I'm supposed to be going out of town for Thanksgiving, she gave me an assignment to do for myself.
Okay. What's the assignment?
And she told me she wants me to wake up every morning and write down 3 things that I'm grateful for. And I said to myself, you know what? Okay, let me stop the suspense. The friend of mine is Karen. That's the one who told me that. Okay. But you made me think, and I said that is a wonderful thing that she said. It's Thanksgiving. You have to be thankful. You know what I'm saying? So I want to take this moment to say I'm thankful for all of this.
Aww.
And I want to say thank you for being my friend, telling me that, because, you know, we go through times, people go through times, and I just want to tell you that more than my assistant, you're helpful as a friend, okay?
And see, and you are more than just a friend to me. You are my little brother. Just my brother over here. It's nothing that we don't do and get through together. And I'm telling you, my good brother told me, see, he said I said something this week to him, but last week or 2 weeks ago, he told me that I need to make sure I am watching who I give my grace to. Yes. And I was like, wow, that just kind of was powerful, because in that moment when we was talking, a situation was occurring, and basically what I took it as, Karen, you got to release it and let it go. You know, and just know that, you know, because that's who we are. Jason and I have the biggest heart in the world. I met my match, basically. I mean, that's why we just so good together. We just we vibe so well, because I met my match when it comes to having a big heart. And sometimes when you have a big heart, you know, it tends to, you know, but like you said, you just give it the grace that it needs, and then you have to move on. Yeah, so thank you for that great advice you gave me.
No problem. So I'm giving everybody else an assignment that's watching this.
Yes.
Thanksgiving, find out what you're thankful for.
Yes. And that happened. I was sharing with Jason. We was in church on Sunday, and which our church is also part of the Thanksgiving meal giveaway that we doing on Friday.
Sure.
Feeding 200 seniors, and Jason wanna feed the seniors, so we feeding the seniors. And my pastor, and that's what he was saying. Every day for 21 days, he wanted us to wake up and say 3 things that we are grateful for, because he was like, grateful is is more in depth than thankful. You can be thankful, but when you're grateful, you appreciate and understand where your blessings lie, and
That is super duper dope.
Yeah.
But not to get sidetracked,
Yeah.
we get back to the food.
Yes.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna take these wonderfully soaking Brussels sprouts, and we're gonna add a little twang to them, what I like to say.
Yes, and I'm so excited about this because Brussels sprouts is one of my favorite vegetables, but I don't know how to cook it well. And so, you're teaching me something different because I usually saute it on the stove, and I think it keep it more bitter, and I never even thought about soaking them first in the salt to help take away some of that bitterness. So, yeah, just learned something new. You know, I can't wait. You know what's going to be on the menu then for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, how about that?
I'll have to put some Brussels sprouts on that menu.
So what I like to do is I like to add some melted garlic butter. You can get garlic butter from the store. There's garlic and herbs in it.
Oh, so wait a minute, you can buy it? A garlic butter?
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah.
And so you just melt it?
And just melt it. Like it's all like regular tub of butter. And you just melt it, right?
So where I find that at?
In the grocery store.
Oh,
in the
what?
butter section. You actually
Right.
it's mostly over by the seafood.
Okay. So it won't be in the regular butter section. It would be over.
It could possibly be, but
there.
it definitely would be in the seafood section.
Okay.
So I like to get these, mix these up a little bit in the garlic butter. And then I'm gonna put them right on this pan with my parchment paper that you questioned me about.
Yes.
Say, is it gonna burn up?
Yeah, so I had to ask, is the paper going to burn in the oven? Because I didn't know you could buy a specific kind of paper that can allow you. Now, at the oven at home, can I put that in the regular oven at home?
Yes,
as
you
well?
can.
Oh.
We'll stand up to 550 degrees. Okay?
And it won't burn.
It won't burn. Okay? So, what I want you to do, when I take these off, because I'm not about to touch these anymore. We're gonna grind some black peppercorns.
Man, I can't wait to taste them Brussels sprouts.
And just a tiny bit of salt, sea salt. And we're gonna put them in right over top of our delicious butterless squash. As if you can see, it's sort of caramel. It's already caramelized and kind of tendering up right now.
Yes.
15 minutes, that should be beautifully good and done. The next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna make cranberry sauce from scratch.
Yay!
The wonderful thing I like about this cranberry sauce, because of me, most cranberry sauce recipes incorporate orange juice. But I can't drink orange juice.
Okay.
But I came up with a wonderful recipe. We're using fresh pomegranate juice.
And that's supposed to be better for you anyway, right?
Yes, it is. Lots of antioxidants.
Okay.
Okay? So, making cranberry sauce is a simple recipe. Guess how many ingredients is it?
Wow, I'm going to take a lucky guess and say, must be 3.
Definitely is. All you
Yes.
need is real, fresh cranberries, or they could be frozen.
Okay.
I like to use the fresh.
Of course.
Sugar, juice.
Yes.
So some people say, well, why don't you use cranberry juice? I'm like, well, that kind of defeats the purpose. That's
Yes.
So what you want to use orange juice because it has the acid in it, as well as pomegranate that has that acid in it, whatever, to break it down. So a rule of thumb is cup of sugar, cup of juice, 12 ounces of fresh cranberries.
Okay.
And it's as simple as that, okay?
Okay.
All right, first let me get me some more glove real quick. And we're going to get these started because
Gotta make sure you got 1 and 1.
the cooking process of the cranberry sauce is kind of significant because part of it has to do with letting it cool. When it cools, which is part of the cooking process, that means it's finished. So we're gonna cook it, right? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cook it. Get this flame started. Now we need a measuring cup. So what I'm gonna do is turn my heat down. I'm going to we're gonna use a cup of sugar. It's like it's gonna take a long time like this, huh? Open it up.
You want me to do it?
I got it. You told me just put a little cut in it. I'm gonna do a cup of sugar. And we're gonna melt that in.
I know the engineer team probably back there saying,
So you wanna mix this up and get this to be nice incorporated. Get a little spoon. Oh no, I got my spatula clean. We wanna get this incorporated, and we will tell once the sugar evaporates, mixes in, cooks down. Then we're gonna add our cranberries, and we're gonna cook the cranberries until they start to pop. When they start to pop, that means they're gonna open up and start to spread. Put them in the bowl, let them cool, and we have delightful cranberry sauce that we made from scratch. Simple recipe, ain't it?
yeah.
And you know, I like this better because you know I really hate things that's in a can. You know, especially you know food. If you can try your best to kind of make things more fresh. I remember the article that I wrote about the grocery store, about the supermarket.
Yes.
And you know, two of these items, well, one of these items may be in the middle, but two of them on the outside.
Yes.
And this is 100%.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now you see how it's different now? So it's not just a bunch of sugar within within it. So this is some sweet juice right here. All right. So as soon as we got that incorporated like that, we'll open up our bread bag of cranberry.
You use the whole bag?
Yep, 12 ounces. Get you a nice sized bowl of cranberry sauce. Hand you that.
Yes.
And we're just going to stir these up and let it go. And you're going to start to see them cook down and pop. The one thing that you don't want to do
And what's that?
is cover it. Because the moment you cover it, turn your back, it's going to boil over. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, you don't want to keep that pressure on top of this because of the acid that's in here. All right?
So you just gotta watch
Just gotta
it.
watch it and cook it. It's a fun process. You cook it. You can actually make it. I make it with my daughter, you know, because she likes to cook. She's 5, so she's all into everything that I'm doing.
Well, she about to have her own show. You know she can't wait for
Yeah.
us to create a show for her.
Yeah, rainbows and unicorns.
Yes. At 5, pretty much that's what we was into.
Okay, I'm gonna let you stir them up a little bit. Okay.
All right.
Get some ingredients out your way.
I like this. And then you say they're gonna pop. Is they gonna pop on me?
You can start. You're gonna start to hear them pop.
Oh.
And all that means is they're just opening up.
I hear one now.
You hear 'em?
I heard a little bit. Yeah.
It's not like Rice Krispies, but
This is great.
Yeah.
I can't wait to taste it because you know what? I'm not big on cranberry sauce, but because you're making it from scratch, I am very interested in tasting this because I like pomegranate juice.
it's definitely interesting. It's just something extra. A lot of people don't like cranberry sauce. I do. So traditionally, I was just figuring out, you know, what's something that people eat that I can turn into something that's healthy, you know. And these 3 things are just some things that you can just replace. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know, the Brussels sprouts being a vegetable, the butternut squash being a starch, and this being a fruit.
It smells good.
Which thing smells good?
Yeah.
You could be smelling the garlic butter that we put on the.
I think a combination of everything. How about that? Yes. It smells like holiday season up in here.
Yes, it does.
Yes, yes.
I can't wait. I can't wait. So you see how it started to come apart? You hear it popping?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I was
So we
letting
gonna-
the audience see that. Our home audience, you see that?
Look at you. Look at your
Okay.
comfort level with the pots now.
Yeah,
Go on, girl.
Yeah,
Go on,
yeah.
girl.
Hey. Let's see if I got strong knees.
Mm-hmm. So like you can see that one. See how it's like split them apart?
Yes.
And that's what we're gonna get. Once that incorporate with the juice, and we get them all to pop and open up, get them in the bowl, let them cool. Oh man. All right, let me get it for a second.
Yeah.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. So notice when you were stirring them up before, they were a little tougher. They were a little harder.
Yes.
Now they're
Now
softer.
they're getting soft.
Mm-hmm. You see, this is why you don't want to put the lid on. See how it's rising up?
Yeah.
So that means we finish. All right?
Mean it's finished?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's finished already?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Are you sure? Sure.
All right. I'm gonna pour this in the bowl. You smell that?
Yes.
Delicious.
Wow.
So we're gonna let this cool. Put it in the refrigerator for a couple minutes.
Wow.
Actually, let's let it sit for a second.
Yep.
We don't want to put the hot glass right in there. But essentially, you don't necessarily have to put it in the refrigerator for it to cool.
Right.
You can just put it right up like that. Let it cool down, whatever. Some people like hot cranberry sauce. I kind of like mine cold, but it doesn't take nothing away from it. So you see how it's thickening up now?
Yes.
Since it's off the heat. All right. Nothing like fresh cranberry sauce. So what it's gonna do is gonna soak up the juices, and it's gonna be nice and good. It's not gonna be sliced just like it come out of a can. It's completely different. But this is more like the gel cranberry sauce, okay? So we're gonna let that cool. We got a couple more minutes left on our butternut squash and our Brussels sprouts. And we're gonna take one more break, come back, plate, and get our taste testing on. What you think about that?
Oh, now you know I love that part. Test tasting. Yay!
So we'll be right back to finish everything off. Stay tuned. Okay?
Yes. This.
Hello, my name is Tania McQueen. I'm the Residential Services Manager for Prestige Community Resources.
What our new facilities are respite centers. We're opening 2 in the city right now. Hopefully we'll expand to more. But respite centers are a place where people can come and get a little additional support with their mental health. Our one on Eastern Avenue is for men, and our one on Minnesota Avenue is for women. Our facilities are for all DC residents, especially focusing in on those in Ward 7 and 8. So they're really nice, and I'm excited for consumers to actually see them. What are the services that we're gonna provide? Therapy, case management, medication management, all provided by professional staff, a licensed nurse practitioner, psychiatrists, sociologists, social workers, and then our paraprofessionals, our case managers. It's just a place where you can come and get the supports that you need to work on your personal goals, as well as to get your mental health straight. Simple, single adult, 18 years of age or older, a DC resident, You need to have insurance, but if you don't have it, it's okay. Still come, we'll work on getting you insurance. Have to have a negative COVID test, a negative TB test, and be willing to work on your mental health. For more information about respite services, you can contact us at 202-796-5000 or hit us up on our website at www.prestigecommunityresources.org.
It is key that you mind your mental health.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing this week?
Hi.
Use the 5 keys to mental
Well, this week
movement.
has been a really monumental week for me. I realized that I was not being myself.
Reaching out.
Be positive attitude person self, like you guys know me to be. I was
Staying
listening to
upbeat.
teaching and get back to that happy, cheery self you guys of me.
This week's been kind of
Being
stressful
creative.
with all of the workload that we have on online learning. So I've been trying to use different platforms and different websites to help ease my mind and ease my stress.
And what about you, Marjorie?
Well, you guys know me. I just love to work with others and serve them.
Serving others.
Realize that when I serve others, my mind is off of myself.
That's right. And don't forget, self-care is key.
Self-care.
All right. So see you guys next week.
Right.
Bye.
Your mind matters.
Badass us. Yeah, that's right. That's who we are. Badass us. What? Who are we? We are women. Beautiful, accomplished, and divine. That's right. Badass us. Yeah. Who are we? We are gentlemen. Are our brothers accomplished and determined? Yet, as society see us, we must still change the narrative. Yeah, that's right. Who are we? The black community. Remember us? We are accomplished. We are determined. We are divine. We are of greatness. That's right. The black community. Badass us. Who are we? That's right. Who am I? I am the person committed to building the next community movement. What about you?
Dancing all over again. Welcome back, everybody. We're going to finish off this episode, letting you know we have our wonderful, wonderful, I know it's a small plate, but it's sides. And it's
Yes.
specifically for you.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you. This is wonderful. So again, we're going to go through what we had here.
We
All
have
right.
our garlic and herb roasted Brussels sprout,
Yes.
our sweet butternut squash,
Yes.
and our whole cranberry sauce from scratch with pomegranate juice.
So it's time.
It's time. It's time.
Yay! This is my favorite part of the show. See, looking real good. You see that? Can you see it? Oh, okay. And as always, must say my grace first. Just one more time. This is very good. I'm gonna try the cranberry sauce first because I never had cranberry sauce made this way. It is good.
Different,
Wait a minute.
different
This is good.
taste. A different taste with the pomegranate juice. And listen, you can do different things. You can add some orange zest to it if you still want that traditional flavor to it. Oh my God.
Oh my God, the Brussels sprout.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, did you hear that? Did you hear that crunch? Did you hear that crunch? And what was that? What's that crutch come from?
That's right. That glycopene.
There you go. You said it.
Oh, really?
Ladies and gentlemen, she did it. She did it.
Oh. I'm gonna watch this. I'm
little
telling
crunch
you,
on the outside, soft on the inside. It's perfect.
this is really, really good. I'm telling you.
So you notice how the butternut squash has like an exterior that's still a little tough, but the inside is nice and smooth. When we sauteed them on the stove, gave us that.
Okay.
Made you coat the outside, so the inside would just cook when we put it in the roaster.
This is good. I'm getting a Thanksgiving treat early. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna make this.
So
You're gonna be proud of me.
It's a wonderful addition. You know, but I do want to say, we did take a minute to the show and say, what we were thankful for, what we were grateful for. I do want to end today's show with a little bit of affirmations, just to tell people one thing that I did learn this past year, from last Thanksgiving to this Thanksgiving, and the one thing that I learned is how to treat everything that I do like an opportunity. We have a tendency of treating things like obligations. When you treat something like an obligation, you don't give it your all, because it's like, I just got to go through the motion and get through this. So treat the job that you don't like an opportunity, and watch how it just flourishes for you. I stopped treating everything like an obligation and started treating everything like an opportunity, and more, I got my own cooking show. So I just want to give people advice to tell you, do not treat things in your life, regular things that you do, as an obligation. Treat it like an opportunity. You want an opportunity to wake up this morning. You got an opportunity to go to a job. People don't have jobs. You got an opportunity to play with your kids. Some people can't. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Everything that I do, whether spending time with my family, spending time with my children, talking to you on the phone, doing this cooking show, bonding with the engineers, or just mentoring or doing anything, getting into my teaching, everything I do is I treat it like an opportunity.
Yes.
And I just want to say I'm thankful and grateful for the knowledge that I got to become that person that treats everything like an opportunity. So that's what I'm grateful for.
Yes. And you know what? And it's nice to know and share family traditions. I come from a small family. It was just me, my mom, my sister, and my mom, she cooked like she was cooking for an army, and it was nothing but three of us for Thanksgiving. But we always had to go around the table and say what we thankful for, because Thanksgiving it's about being thankful and being given of yourself. And that's a tradition. Once I married my husband and I kept the tradition going, now his family is huge. So I love the fact that now Thanksgiving, instead of being 3 people, it's like 15, 20 people in the house. And and we all go around to say what we're thankful for during Thanksgiving. That's part of our grace. When we say our grace, we all go around and say what we're thankful for. In the pandemic, for the last 2 years, we have just all been staying home. But, still in that, I made sure I still said what I was thankful for, Jason. Because even in the midst of our challenges, we still have to know that we are still being blessed. So that's mine that I want to give. Just know, even in the midst of your challenges, you are still being blessed. The blessing that, even though we was in a pandemic, that we are still able to see the love and just get more closer to my Creator. It just allowed me to just even be that much more thankful and grateful for the things that I have and that I took for granted just because it's an everyday routine. And so the pandemic made us sit still and stop and think and about what was a priority to you. And the things that we thought was a must is really not. And we learned that we can adjust and adopt, because at first when you was like, stay home, stay in the house, what I'm gonna do, I gotta get, and then next thing you know, I just say, peace, be still. It's still so many things I can be grateful for. We are in the midst of this challenge, but I am still being blessed. I'm still being grateful. So, yeah, during this holiday season. And it gave me a chance to do something different because, like, I just want to just share this with the food drive. We always do it before Thanksgiving. So last year, it gave me a chance to not only do it before Thanksgiving, because we're doing it Friday, we're doing it on Tuesday before Thanksgiving, but I actually volunteered on Thanksgiving Day.
Really?
Yes, and that was something different for me because I'm usually doing it, like you say, we all together on that Friday before Thanksgiving or Tuesday before Thanksgiving. So to actually go out and give and serve on Thanksgiving Day, it was just something amazing.
That's admirable. And you have me on my goal to feed 1 million people. doing
Yes,
this, so.
yes. We are on our way. So this Thanksgiving we're feeding 200 people. So on Friday, then we're feeding another 200 people on Tuesday. So and we're giving out turkey baskets as well. So Jason, you well on your way.
Nothing like it. Nothing like giving.
Yes.
But until next time, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
it's been real. Healthy, as they say. But we're going to have, 1 or 2 more shows before the end of this year. We're going to have a Christmas special. We're going to do something nice. Might bring some special guests on, you never know.
Yes.
All right? But we are going to have something like a little festival get-together come December. So I want to get everybody to come out to the show, okay?
Yes,
All right?
yes, that'd be nice to have studio audience for the Christmas holiday, to end the year off right. How about that?
How about that? Santa Claus might come past, too. You never know.
Yes, I love Santa Claus.
But until then, ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. And it's good night.